Now, I do notice something, though, about the Playboy models. Now, most of them are shaved, right? You know what I mean? But, like I said, I'm not the model, so it don't bother me none of that either. But either way, I know it's natural for her to have hair down there at her age. It wouldn't bother me, right? That's what I keep talking to you about, right? Are you men the ones that are acting like pedophiles if you don't understand why you have hair down there and she does too? It's given to her, according to Paul, for a covering in you too, right? So that you're not completely naked, right? In the shame. In the shame. Another thing you don't seem to understand, like I said, is why from Eden till the fall, whatever happened there was good. Very good, in fact, right? But when Satan introduced us to anal sex, right, that threw everything out the window, right? And it was how he did it to Adam, right? That's the true idea of good and evil, right? And he made Adam hate that kind of sex, right? That's the point too, right? And it's not simply that he chose to do it with Satan, is he felt tricked into it, blaming God, his wife, and himself. See, when you condemn yourself for doing something you set yourself up to do, right? That's silly, Because you can do it, right? As an alternative choice, right? Now that's what God means, though. You're making this thing evil. So much so you want to punish each other for it. But it's still just a sex act, right? Now, if I don't do it, it's not cause I'm afraid of anal sex or that my penis won't fit in the butt any more than the vagina. The reason is, right, I don't desire but sex. Period. It's not really a turn on for me. Though I like straight sex from behind, right? But I go to the bottom hole then, not the top. Right? Switch the position. Now, if I, again, say you don't want a child and you want to date me, then we can do other things, right? You can rub the outside, right? Mary Bell tried to do that once, but at the time, right, I'm wanting sex from her, right? But like I told her, though, the reason is we ain't seen each other in a while and I don't know what's going on. And I'm doing different positions with her. And we saw each other a couple weeks in December, and then we got engaged, and then she brought back the ring, and like I said, right, wrote me a little postcard, Christmas note, right, and all that, right. So like I said, how would you feel? She don't really want to be with you after, so long, right, of doing that, right. And it's called mixed signals, right. Now, I never lied to her in that what? Everything I did was to see what she wanted from me, even if it was to let her go. And I told her that too. If you want me to cheat on you, then keep acting this way. I won't cheat on you, right? See, that's what I'm really telling her. I don't care if you never want to see me again like Bart. You're just not doing it for me, right? So, whatever she's doing, I'm also telling her, though, I don't know how to talk to you like a normal person, right? So I'm talking to you about the two witness stuff, right? Which is for me to explain. Even if you don't. See, I can explain it to two other beings and it ain't your business, but I still gotta explain it to them, right? That's the spirit on the throne, that light that I saw, and Jesus himself. I'm asking Jesus these questions, right? Is this the seven seals you're talking about, Jesus? That John is trying to convey Israel hid until the coming of Christ, who reopened them, right? See, that's the point. The Jews sealed the seals already. What Constantine did was reseal them. They were already sealed, silly. Right? Until Christ came in and explained it, right? I'm doing what Christ can't do, right? Explaining what he already explained to the disciples from the old, and that's what created the deal with Paul, especially, right? He's the main writer there, right? And the Gospels back him up. If you're not to love father and mother more than Christ, what does that make Christ to you? If you're not to love son and daughter more than Christ, what does that make Christ to you? But why? Because he's the all in all. If you're all, you're all. If you're not, you're two. Then you're not all. You have to have sex to reproduce. Two. So did Jesus to produce the second born, but not himself? No. Now, he can become up to 3, though again, in all fairness, right, he would even let the female and male mate, right, to produce Satan, right? But Satan would then be born afterwards, right? As the second born of every creature, right? Do you understand? Right? Sorry, you're just getting a little mucus out my eye. Anyway. So, when I tell you things, I'm telling you because I'm asking God and Jesus, not you. I'm speaking it to their ears. And they're in the first heaven. Do you understand who I'm telling it to now? Not you on earth. Because you're all supposedly brainwashed by Satan already. I can't do nothing about that. I'm not brainwashed by Satan, right? And I can't do nothing about it. But tell you Satan is brainwashing you, right? His way, not Jesus' way, right? And making you think the male is the first image of God when she was taken out of him, right? If I'm looking like this, you can't take a woman out of me. She would have to be in me and I would not be the same, right? I would be both. If I'm both, all one, in Christ Jesus, I'm no longer one when I become two, right? But they're both from me, right? That's what you cannot grasp according to the 7 seals in Isaiah 29 and the book of Revelations. Right.